Okay, for this video, I'm going to do something like one of the objects that you have to do. So based on the first two videos, you should probably have a pretty easy time with the first two. Shouldn't be too bad. Number 5 probably isn't too bad. But I haven't really showed you how to do the angles yet. So I'm going to show you something kind of like number 7, and then we'll do something kind of like number 19. I'm not going to do it exactly. I'm going to let you try to figure it out, but we'll do something kind of similar so you can get the idea. So in Inventor, I'm going to start a new part file, standard part file. We're going to start a new sketch, and the plane that you pick you want to keep in mind how are you going to build this. So I'm going to build something kind of like number 7. So if I'm going to build it from the top up, then I'm going to want the XZ plane, and if I'm going to build it from the side and then go sideways, then I'm going to want one of the other two planes. And I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this, is start from the side. So I'm going to choose the XY plane, and then I'm going to just kind of make the outline of my shape, and I'm just going to choose nice even numbers. So we'll do 1, 2, and then I'll go down, and I'd like that one to be 3. So you'll notice that they're different colors, and we'll talk about what that means in a future video. But if I dimension this, that one, I said I wanted that one to be 1. So if I use my dimension tool, and there's 2 ways to do it. You may have noticed, I'm going to get rid of this one. You can click dimension and then just click the line that you want to dimension, or I could click the top and the bottom, which is the distance between the two that I want to dimension. So either way is fine. I want that to be 1. That one's 2, and I want this bottom one, let's make that a nice even number. Let's make that 3. So now I'm done with my sketch, and now I want to extrude. 1 inch sounds about right. So it's kind of like number 7. It's not exact, it's not the same dimensions, but it's the same idea. So I'm going to try to make something kind of like number 19 here. So you can see there's kind of like another section added below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new sketch, and I want to go to the bottom here. So I clicked on the bottom. I'm going to add a rectangle. There's a couple other ways to do this, but adding the rectangle is probably the easiest for us right now. I'm going to finish that. Now I want to extrude, and for this, let's make that, let's go 0.25. Sounds about right. I'm just kind of making up some numbers as I go along. And then you would want to use the dimensions that are given, obviously, but I want to try to cut out something in between. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So if we go to the back side of our shape here, we're going to start a new sketch, and we're going to make approximately the shape that we want to cut out, and we can dimension it if we want to. So I can go from here to here and up, and from here to here and up, and from here to here. So I tried to add one more dimension, and it's not going to let me because I've already got 2 dimensions. So I have like 2 rules saying that this is exactly what it needs to be. So if I add one more, then I might contradict these 2. So that's why it's not letting me. I think that looks pretty good. Remember, this whole thing is 1. So if I wanted to have it evenly spread, then I want to do 0.33 repeating. So just to be even, we'll do that. Okay. So now I'm going to finish that, and what I want to do is I want to extrude, but I want to, instead of adding something, I want to cut it away. So I'm going to click on my shape, and I'm going to click the cut button, and then I'm just going to drag it all the way through, and then click OK. And then that gives us something kind of like what we have for 19. I obviously didn't use those dimensions though. So that is a quick rundown on how you can make some of the shapes in our assignment today that have angles.